in the house. Yeah, yeah. I said spirit in the house. Come on, y'all. I've done my task, I'm so tired, I give up. My simple mind, it's not working, I'm no good. I'm in need, if I only knew about the spirit in the house. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, how I won't be afraid, no, I won't be afraid, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky we look upon should tumble and fall, all the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me, oh, stand by me, oh, stand by me, stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me, oh, stand by me, oh, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Toronto. My name is Tanis. If you're with us for the first time, welcome. A bit of housekeeping we do off the top. The program you were given has announcements in it. It also has lyrics to the songs we're doing today so you can sing along. A couple of things. And good morning to everybody watching online. A couple of things to point out. Next week, we have a workshop in the afternoon, A Spiritual Approach to Dementia Care with Judy Southen. It's from 1 to 4, and it's $25. If you can register in the bookstore, please do so. Can you register online, or do you need to shoot an email? You can register online. If you know you are going to attend, if you could just sign up or register, that would be awesome, so Judy has an idea of how many people to expect next week. And classes, well, okay, let's just look at the list of classes we've got for the fall. Classes and workshops: Mental Muscle, Prosperity Plus, Revolutionary Agreements, Basic Tools for Life Transformation, and Live Your Decision Day. It's going to be a lot of stuff for our noggins. So everything is online. There's more information in the bookstore if you are not an online type of person. Register there, register online, sign up. It will be fantastic. Fall is far away. I was going to say fall is coming. No, but yes. September is on this list, but it's far, far away as we enjoy summer as it lingers. So let's move on. Right? Okay, let's move on. All right. Let's put our hands together. We've been on holidays all week. My brain is like still in a holiday fog. All right, let's get moving. Reverend Jonathan Zenz, come on down.
How is everyone this morning? Good. I'm really grateful. I have to laugh because you know what? It's funny. I'm actually in a little bit of a fog today too. I'm just going to put it out there and say that you're going to watch a transformation today. You are going to watch a transformation today because I choose not to be in a fog any longer. I choose to exude joy and laughter and light. How about that?
Yes.
All right, let's start off with this great song. Oh, it's the third song on your sheets today.
If you know it, please sing along.
Yeah, sing along. And if you want to get up and move, do that too.
2, 3, 4.
In this moment I feel joy. In this moment I feel joy. In this moment I feel joy. I feel joy. I feel joy. I feel joy. And the point of power is in this moment now. And the point of power is in this moment now.
Grace.
In this moment I feel grace. In this moment I feel grace. In this moment I feel grace. I feel grace. I feel grace. I feel grace. And the point of power is in this moment now. And the point of power is in this moment now.
Love.
In this moment I feel love. In this moment I feel love. In this moment I feel love. I feel love. I feel love. I feel love. And the point of power is in this moment now. And the point of power is in this moment now. And the point of power is in this moment now. And the point of power is in this moment now. All right. So here we are. We are here at the Center for Spiritual Living. We come here every Sunday as a spiritual community to understand and know that there is a single power for creation in this universe, and that power is love. And so as we express love, as we live love, we get to create the lives based on love that we are all seeking. And when we really, really dive into this, it just gets easier and easier and easier. That's the truth. My life has gotten easier because of this philosophy that I've chosen to involve myself in. And I want to be very clear. Now I get serious. I want to be very clear. It is a choice. It is a choice. And this is the choice that I've made for me, that works for me. And all I ask of anyone who crosses our threshold is that you look deep in your heart and you make the choice that is right for you. And I'm not here to judge anybody's choice. I'm here to say, find what works for you. That's the most important thing. Find what works for you to bring you joy and light and love to your life. So, we've got a lot of, oh my gosh. So you were talking about classes. Yes, we have a lot of classes that are coming up this fall, and I'm really excited about the opportunity to present to this community more teachers than just me. Helen is going to be teaching our Sunday class, the basic principle, what did we call it? The basic tools for life transformation. Yes, that's what we called it. It's Science of Mind 101. But you know what? It's like saying Science of Mind 101. It's such a cold kind of title. But what you really learn in this class are basic tools. You're learning the basics of this philosophy so that you can transform your life. So that's going to be on Sundays. And mental muscle is an incredible, yeah, I know. We've got one, Rebecca's already signed up, and I'm grateful. Yes. Mental Muscle is Mondays. It's a spiritual boot camp, Mondays and Thursdays, 7:30 a.m. right here at the center. And we're going to get to the root of your core belief system. That's what Mental Muscle is all about. And once you get to the root of the core belief, you get to decide what to do with that core belief. And it is the core belief that's setting the tone of your life. And so, once you find out what it is, you get to decide what to do with it. Again, it's all about decision. It's all about choice, which then leads me to the Live Your Decision Day, a Saturday workshop, all-day workshop based on the power of decision by Raymond Charles Barker. It's going to be an incredible, incredible day. If you're new to the philosophy, it's actually a great introductory day, and we'll really get to the depths of it. We're also doing Prosperity Plus. We're doing the Revolutionary Agreements. Judy has her workshop next week. Judy Southern, who's bringing her spiritual approach to dementia care. And, Revolutionary Agreements, by the way, is being taught by Linda Visosky. So we have this great core of licensed practitioners who are all stepping into their work to proliferate what they know, the wisdom that they get to share with the world. I'm so excited. So I don't know if you can tell I love classes. Classes are where it's at for me, and we've started calling this Sunday school because it's less about being a church or a religious experience. It's about what do you get to take away from here? What do you learn here that you get to take away into your everyday life? And so I trust that we'll have something new revealed through this experience today. Part of that revelation, you're not going to use this. Part of that revelation part of the revelation occurs through the wisdom of our licensed practitioners. And this is a woman who has been very dear to me. She was one of the first people I met when I candidated here because I stayed with her back in November of 2011 when I was candidating to become the spiritual director here. I'm grateful to her for her friendship and for her wisdom and for her insight in all things in my life. And she is somebody that I frequently call upon when I have issues going on for me. And yes, that does happen for ministers too. What? I know, it's shocking, isn't it? The great news is that as ministers learn, they share. And so I trust you all learn through the things that I experience as well. But here to share her experience today, please welcome Helen Bello.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everyone online. My mic, I need to pull up a little bit at the back there, just so there aren't any surprises later on in the middle of my talk.
Malfunction.
Did anyone participate in the 21-day meditation on gratitude with Oprah and Deepak? Wasn't it fantastic? Yeah. It was, I felt like I had my friends with me every morning to meditate. And it was specifically focused on gratitude, which was absolutely delightful because we can all think of things that we're grateful for in our lives and, oh yeah, I'm grateful for this and I'm grateful for that. But to really meditate on it and embody the energy of gratitude is a very different thing than just staying up here in our heads and thinking about it. And one of the things that happens is because gratitude, that energy of gratitude is such a high vibration, is it literally when we meditate on it and we feel it and embody this energy, we actually change how we perceive everything, how we bring ourselves to life, and what we see as beautiful and good and whole and loving. It's almost like the blinders get taken off. And it goes right back to what Ernest Holmes talks about with prayer. We must embody the feeling of prayer in order to bring into form what we desire to manifest. And it's the same thing. When we embody that energy of gratitude, it works not only on an energetic level, it works on a neuropathic level, because as we step in and we embody this energy of gratitude and our energy changes and how we experience life changes, our synapses fire in a different way. And as Rick Hansen says in his book, Hardwiring to Happiness, what fires together, wires together. So, as we are embodying and changing the energy of gratitude into energy of gratitude, and we're actually bringing ourselves to a different place on an energetic level, we are changing the neural pathways in our brain. And when we change the neural pathways in our brain, we then take inspired action. Inspired action is doing what is ours to do from spirit. Instead of trying to change something out there, it's like, what do I need to do? How do I bring myself to this situation? And with what kind of energy am I choosing to bring myself to this situation? And when it's from that energy of gratitude, everything out there changes. And you know, during the 21 days, I was actually away for most of it. So I hadn't been here, and I missed the community. And so the meditation became my community for 3 weeks. And, you know, it made me think, this is why we come together. Because being in community and coming together here today changes our energy. And when we change our energy and we experience the inspiration from myself, from Jonathan, from the meditation, from the band, from each other, then our energy is changing. And so we're creating a new reality for ourselves. And this is why we always need to come together in community. This is why classes are important, and having a prayer partner is important, because doing this on your own, it kind of sucks, actually. It's not fun. We need each other. And I'm so grateful for this community. Thank you. Thank you for being my community, because it's true. My energy shifts on a Sunday after being here, and it shifts after taking classes, and it shifts after speaking and connecting with you and hugging with you. So step into that energy of gratitude and you know, really embodying that beautiful, beautiful vibration, because what wires together, and it really does shift and change how we bring ourselves to life. And that's what this work is all about. So my affirmation is very, very simple today. Thank you. And so I invite you to place your hands over your heart and breathe in, and feel this energy of community. Feel what it is that you're grateful for in your life. Breathe it into your heart space. And together, we will say out loud, thank you. And breathe that in. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it was Meister Eckhart who said if you only ever said one prayer, thank you would be enough, or something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing. It's so true. If the only prayer you ever said was thank you, it would suffice. That's what it is. Let's take this opportunity to allow that gratitude to fill our beingness, as Helen has already taken us there. Let it settle in. Right here, right now, we are one. I'm here to remind you of your magnificence, to help you awake to all
that you are. I long to show you all the joy you're worthy of. I'm here to remind you how much you're truly loved. I'm here to remind you of your magnificence, to help you awake to all the wonder that you are. I long to show you all the joy you're worthy of. I'm here to remind you how much you're truly loved. And so I invite you to relax where you are. Allow yourself to be perfectly present right here in this moment, letting go of anything that has preceded this moment and releasing any expectation for what is to come. Allow yourself to simply be and be receptive to these words of affirmation from Helen.
And as we breathe in and we understand that this divine energy of love that is everywhere present supports us and holds us in embodying the truth of who we are. This beautiful, beautiful, magnificent being. This divine essence of spirit that we breathe into, we embody, we acknowledge, and we see in everyone, in everything. For there is only spirit, only light, only God, that divine, infinite presence of the universe. And it is good. It is very good. It is beautiful and loving and peaceful, joyful, compassionate. It is all of life expressing in and through us in each and every moment. And for this understanding, this embodiment, I am grateful. I am grateful for the magnificence of each and every person here, this beautiful community in this present space and online. I am grateful for the words of Ernest Holmes and the many, many beautiful, profound New Thought leaders that have brought us to this place of understanding that in each and every word and inspired action, we create a better world. And I say thank you to life that is through us and in us and all around us, in its abundance and glory. And so I release my word now, knowing all is in divine order, all is well, and all is done. And together we say, and so it is.
I'm here to remind you of your magnificence, to help you awake to all the wonder that show you all the joy you're worthy of. I'm here to remind you how much you're truly loved. I'm here to remind you how much you're truly loved.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Pierre and Tanis and Brian, our trio today. It's an interesting thing that always happens in August. You know, people take their breaks, and so we have a large portion of our band on break today. But it's
Next week, we're
next week we'll be back, and yes. This song that is our what we call the featured song. This is the slot where we put in the featured song. If we're going to say that there is a structure to service, this is what this is the featured song. The featured song of the day today is an Amy Grant tune.
don't look at me.
Which Tanis is going to work very diligently to not weep through. Everyone else is welcome to weep. We do have tissue boxes around.
Oh, great.
Oh, great. You can't weep either, Pierre.
Okay.
I don't really have a lot to say about this song, except that it is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of music, and I am grateful that they have brought it to my world. I have nothing to say, except that I know that you are going to truly enjoy this. So, Pierre Gautreau, Tanis Burnett, with After the Fire.
After the fire's over, after the ashes cool, after the smoke is blown away, I will be here for you. And after the stillness finds you, after the winds of change, all that is good and true between us, this will remain the same. Slowly, slowly, we turn the page of life. Growing, knowing it comes at quite a price. And after the fire's over, after the ashes cool, after the smoke has blown away, I will be here for you. And after your time of wandering along this lonely road, there will be many voices calling. Mine will say, welcome home. Slowly, slowly, we turn the page of life. Growing, quite a price. And after the fire's over, after the ashes blow cool, after the smoke has blown away, I will be here for you. I will be here for you.
Pierre Gautreau, tennis Burnett. So I've stopped writing my talks, but I've started writing notes up in the booth during service. I'm grateful that there are all these little pieces of paper up there. But you know what? Part of the rationale behind stopping writing my talks is to allow Spirit to flow freely when I'm up here, and trust in that. Trust in that. You know, relative to most of the ministers in this movement, I've been a minister for a fairly short amount of time. And I'm grateful to my mentor, James Mellon, who is also now teaching Helen the practice of ministry, for the way he taught us to trust. And you're getting it even more than I am, because they're not allowed to use notes. We were taught to use notes until we were not in need of notes any longer. So there are a number of things that have come up for me today already in the context of the last 30 minutes that we've been in this experience together. And this is how I'm going to start, and it's probably going to be surprising. I've already alluded to it. I'm not feeling very good today. And I woke up, you know, and I talk about this. If you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, make the decision when you wake up to not be on the wrong side of the bed. And I'm putting that to the test today, because quite frankly, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today, didn't I, Dane? Luckily, it hasn't been taken out on him. He's grateful for that. But, you know, something has just felt off to me today. And I don't know what it is, but I'm sure that if I did sit down, you know, there are a couple things going on. I have the opportunity to sit down and figure it out after service. Because on Sunday mornings, I get up and I've got to get going, and I've got to start doing it, and it's a whirlwind for me on Sunday mornings. You know, we get here, we start rehearsals at 9 o'clock in the morning for the band, and there are a number of things that I work to take care of before service starts, and I just have not had the opportunity to come to that place of centered awareness. And it's an interesting thing, because now I get to stand up in front of you and admit to that I'm having an experience today. But we all have experiences, right? We all have these experiences. There are days when it feels impossible to not have woken up on the wrong side of the bed. When you just feel down. Do you ever have one of those days? And there are a number of things that I could blame it on. There are a number of things that I could look at and go, you know, I could blame it on that. I could blame it on the behavioral issue we're having with one of our cats that is a little annoying. Okay, it's a little more than a little annoying, but we're having a behavioral issue with one of our cats, and it's turning into kind of not a crisis, but it's turning into kind of a bigger thing for us, for me and Dane, because we don't really know what to do about it. We've tried everything to kind of address this one behavioral thing. So what do you do? You know, because here's the thing. We teach that the circumstances of your life are your responsibility. They are under your control. And it's all based on the way you think, the way you believe, and the way you feel. So I have an opportunity right here today to look at this other beautiful living creature that is a part of my life that I love dearly with all my heart. I was about to say the meanest thing ever, and I'm not going to. That is just driving me up a wall. So what do? I'm responsible for that. I'm the one who's responsible for it at the end of the day. And here's what you do. You don't try and curb the behavior. The cat is doing what the cat does, right? For me to try and curb the behavior, I'm actually trying to get it to go against its natural instincts. Why am I doing that? Well, except that it's a little problematic inside our home. What I need to do is I need to come to a new understanding of my relationship to the circumstances. And you know what happens when you do that? I'd say it all the time. When you recreate your relationship mentally, and even going deeper at the heart level, to what is happening in your experience, the experience must change. It has to. It has to. This is what Helen was talking about, in going to gratitude. And one of the things that you brought up is this idea that we must embody. We must embody gratitude. And when you said that, it's embodiment. What does that mean? What does it really mean to embody? I mean, we all have an idea, right? Like, oh, we want to get to that deep place of embodiment. And meditation is one of the tools that can help us get to that deep place of embodiment, right? But what is it to embody? To embody means to simply live in full faith, 100% faith. I don't even know that I live with 100% faith yet. Yet I'm the one who's up here talking to you. Does anyone truly live in 100% faith? It's just something to check in on. I think one of the reasons that we get confused in this idea of embodiment is because of another thing that Helen brought up. Energy is always changing. Energy is always shifting. Energy is constantly in a state of change. That's actually good news. It's really good news. Because if it wasn't, we'd be dead. If it weren't for energy changing, we would cease to be. Because we are the embodiment and the expression of constantly shifting, changing energy. And so, I am not the same person that I was 7 minutes ago when I began to speak after the song. I'm not the same. And it even goes back to what I said at the top of this. It is my intention that you see the transformation occur in me today. And one of the things that I truly, truly love that is an instant energy changer for me is music. I mean, think about that. When I came up here at the beginning of the service, there was a certain feeling in the room. I'm not saying the feeling was good or bad. There was a feeling in the room. And then we sang The Point of Power. And we all got up and we started affirming through music. This energy, the energy of music, the vibration of energy actually affects us in a very different way than if we were to just stand up and say the words. So we're having this experience of saying, in this moment, I feel joy. I feel grace. I feel love. And the point of power is in this moment now. And so we get up and we have this energetic exchange with each other, and we literally shift the molecules in this room so that they vibrate at a different frequency than they had been vibrating. And then once that song was over, it's a rhetorical question, is there anyone in this room who did not feel better? Just check in. If you didn't feel better, that's okay. I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying check in. We underestimate, I think far too much, we underestimate music in our society. And I was one of the very lucky people to go through an educational program, both my, basically starting in grade 4, I went to arts schools. And all the way through grade 12, I was in arts school. And so I studied theater, I studied dance, I studied music. And that was what really allowed me to become the person that I am today. But I fear too much. It's actually, and I didn't really intend to get into kind of a dialogue about, the state of arts education, but I think we really undersell how important it is. I think the people who are actually supporting it undersell how important it is. Because I believe music can change the world. Music is changing the world. If you don't believe music is changing the world, or can change the world, or has the capacity to change the world, then I refer you to the Beatles. There is music that changed the world. I refer you to Elvis. There is music that changed the world. Quite frankly, I refer you to any of the great musicians throughout history. Beethoven, Mozart. Wherever it is, there is an energy that is back of all of that. And so that's why music, when I came in, I said music is a very important part of my expression here in ministry and will always be a major part of this service. I also said, and you better believe I'm going to sing, because that's part of what I get to bring. It's one of the gifts that I get to share. So this song that was chosen today, after the fire, I will be there for you. I really had to think about that. I had to think about that very deeply, because who is the I in that statement? After the fire, I will be there for you. Who is singing the song? Did anyone ever, it's a lovely song, but sometimes we have to really step back and really listen to what the message is. I will be here for you. The I, for me, in that, is not something, it is I, the infinite. The infinite is always here for us. It is always supporting us. The infinite, loving, creative energy is always there. We are bolstered up by it, no matter what. So even when we're experiencing having woken up on the wrong side of the bed, the infinite is back there saying, you know what? I got you. I've got you in this. There's nothing to fear. There is only the expression of love in all of this. The infinite is always there. It is always, always, always there. The only time when we truly step off is when we think it's not. And that happens. Really, if I look at the way my day has progressed, my day has gotten better because I've gotten closer to understanding in this moment, and this is the only moment that exists. In this moment, the infinite has my back. And so life gets better. Life gets easier. And what is the infinite? The infinite is simply the energy of love. It is the energy of love. And so when we allow ourselves to be wrapped up and held up and bolstered by love, it's a good life, isn't it? It also allows us to eliminate the fear, because when you're bolstered by love, there is nothing to fear. The other thing that I really want to make sure is clear today is this. The I, the infinite, is always there to support us. And if we truly, truly allow ourselves to relax into this deeper understanding, the I is represented by each and every one of us, right? And so if you look around this room, I'm going to invite you to look around this room, because you're all looking at me. Now look at each other. Every single individual you see is part of the I that is always there for you. There is a reason that you have attracted this experience here today into your life. I always love to say, if you are here for the first time, welcome, first of all. If you are here for the first time, you are here on purpose, whether you know it or not. You are here on purpose. even if somebody dragged you here. There is a reason that you are here. There is a reason that you attracted this experience into your life. And this may be the only opportunity, this may be the only time that you ever have this experience in this place. Well, actually, if I'm going to get really clear, this is the only time you will ever have this experience here in this place, because this is the only moment that exists right here and right now. Even if you decide you're going to come back next Sunday, it will be a different experience at a different time, really in a different location. Do you believe that we will be in a different location next week? Because if you think about how fast this planet is moving, if you think about how fast this galaxy is spinning, if you think within the context of the universe how fast we are actually moving, it would blow your mind. Since we have, each and every one of us, since we have been alive, not a single one of us has ever been in the exact same place in the context of the universe. Because we're constantly moving. That's the energy. And the energy simply expresses itself as form. So every single person that you experience, every single person that you encounter is the I that is there for you, no matter what. How many of you are reading the Science of Mind daily readings in the Science of Mind magazine this month? Did you read today's? I did. You did read today's. There was a great thing in there today that really struck me, and it kind of goes in line with this idea of recognizing community. And it was this African proverb that was mentioned. And the proverb is this: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. What brings people here to this place more often than not is a desire for community. And now I'm going to get really personal. I have watched this community transform multiple times since I've been here. I have seen, if I looked back at the archives, the video archives, and if we had ever taken a shot of everyone who was here, there are actually a number of people who were here back at the beginning of my tenure here. But for the most part, you're all new. And it's an interesting thing that happens. And I think about, actually, a question that you asked me, Patrick. I'm putting you on the spot. No, it was actually a really astute question, and I trust the answer that I had was sufficient. Well, I suppose it was sufficient because I'm here now. But when I was being interviewed by the board, a question that you asked is, how are you going to get people to stay at the Center for Spiritual Living? How are you going to ensure that we don't lose people from our community? Do you remember my answer? My answer was, I'm not. My job is not to get people and hold on to them. My job is to allow people to go on the journey that they need to go on. And this may be part of the journey, but when they're ready to go, they're ready to go. And that's okay. And it's funny because I do struggle with my own sense of ego around this as well. I do struggle with it. That's why the question was very astute, because he was actually asking me a question that is about my own sense of ego and how am I going to address that? Because I have seen people go, and I've seen people that I thought were beloved members of this community that just disappear. And sometimes I step back and I go, what is it that I did? But that's the ego. That's the ego. If I truly trust in what the answer that I gave on that particular day when I was interviewing here almost 4 years ago, I have to trust that the answer was correct. I'm not here to hold on to anyone. I'm here to be a part of their self-exploration so that they can go on the journey they need to go on. And so I'm releasing that ego today. I have to release it because it doesn't serve me. It doesn't serve this community. And it is a little bit of a struggle because I could look and compare myself to other ministers. I could compare myself to Michael Beckwith, who does 3 Sunday services and has like 3,000 people in every service. I could compare myself to that, but you know what? Why? That again is ego speaking. It's me saying that I'm not good enough in comparison to some other individualized expression of the divine energy because I don't attract thousands of people. You know what? I attracted you. What's better than that? I mean, look at this community. And you know, one of the things I really love about this community, there are aspects of ministry that happen. Gosh, I'm really talking about myself a lot today. But again, it's about the transformation and that I'm experiencing today. So I am the infinite having an experience right here before you. If I compare myself to other ministers, I'm doing myself a disservice. You are here on purpose. And for that, I am grateful. And there are different aspects to the way centers unfold. We are still a very close, tightly knit community. And there is a fear in me that as we grow and expand, that will disappear. Because as a center grows and expands, this has happened. Like if you look at the experience that Michael Beckwith has with his communities now, it is one of distance. And I don't ever want to be the distant minister. I don't ever want to be that guy. So I struggle. I struggle with my egoic desire to expand this community and get out there in Toronto and get out there in all of Ontario and get out there and really we're going to take over the world, right? And my love for being able to look at your beautiful faces every Sunday and recognize and see each and every one of you. I spent a lot of years in the theater where the people that were out there were in the dark. I don't want to have that experience anymore. I don't want any of us to be in the dark. And so that's why I have turned my life into what it is here. Sunday morning inspirational theater. And I'm grateful for every single practitioner who is coming through and stepping up into their own sense of power. Because it's not and never has been about me. It's been about us. Because it is us who are the I, expressed as ourselves. We are the infinite, each and every one of us. And so, I will now clarify the confusion of the talk title. Because some people were expecting us to sing Taylor Swift today. Because if you received our Friday email, the talk title in the text body of the email was Shake It Off. Now, if you watched the video, the talk title is Shake It Out. It was simply I was trying to get that email done and out, and I just simply wrote Shake It Off because apparently Taylor Swift was in my mind. Shake It Off actually is a song by Florence and the Machine. So there is a song, Shake It Off, or Shake It Out. Shake It Out is Florence and the Machine, Shake It Off is Taylor Swift. And what really struck me about the idea of Shake It Out is that I am choosing today to shake it all out and let go. Simply let go. So that I can have the experience of transformation right here before you. Because the only thing that holds us back from transformation, from the perfect evolution of our experience as human beings, is any time that we hold on. And so, shake it out. Shake it out. Let it go. There's absolutely nothing to fear when you are standing firm in the absolute. There is nothing to fear when you understand that I am is a complete sentence. The infinite is, and it is experiencing itself by means of you. I am. I am. Just say that. I am. Whatever comes to mind that finishes out that phrase is exactly who you are in this moment, and it's okay. It could be something along the lines of, I am frustrated. That's okay right now. Allow yourself to recognize that. You could simply say, I am love, and allow that to be the expression. It's all good. It's all good. So shake it out is the message of the day. This is a week where you get to shake it out every single day. If you find yourself this week living in the future or living in the past, shake it out. Shimmy it out. All those years of dance, and about the best I can do is shimmy. Shake it out. Let it go. Let go of anything that does not serve you any longer. Be persistent in your exploration of those things that no longer serve you. As you recognize them, shake it out. If it doesn't serve you, shake it out. Allow yourself the luxury of knowing that you are the one who is in charge. Shake it out. That's your homework this week. Remember, summer school. Oh, there was a great thing that Tom put, I think it was you, Tom, that posted on Facebook yesterday, the 8th. Yeah, that the 8th is the midpoint between the summer solstice and the autumnal equinox. So we are exactly halfway through summer right now. So let us enjoy the days. Let us revel in the fact that it is still summer. And I trust it's going to get a little warmer because I still have not made it out to the beach this year. But anything that, wow, that just totally, because I was going to actually wrap up the talk. How do I do this now? Shake it out. Shake it out. Let go. Release. And simply allow. That's the truth about how you shake it out. You've got to just let go. And so, that's my message today. And I'm grateful to each and every one of you for your attention, for your love, and I am especially grateful for this community. Namaste. Yes? Oh. I'm like,
Oh, and may I remind you, at Agape, where they have 3 services, they have a 6 a.m. sound check. I'm still in bed at 6 a.m. That would be so early.
How nice that you're
Just
still in
saying.
bed at 6:30. Some of us get up earlier than that. I know Pierre and I both on Sundays. We're both early risers. And I'm typically not an early riser. You know what? 20 years in the theater makes you a nighttime person. And I'm going to go back and say this because I say this every once in a while. I'm going to keep doing Sundays as long as they serve this community. But that doesn't mean forever. We may do Friday nights. I don't know. We'll find something that works. I know Helen's like, what?
What?
I know, she's a morning person. I'm a night person. We'll work it out. Anyway, I'm going to invite you to take out whatever it is you're offering the center today in terms of a financial contribution, your tithe, your investment in the center. And just as a reminder that it is because of your support that we get to do the things that we do in this world, in this experience. And so as you give, remember that it is an act of the law of circulation. As you give, so you receive. You keep the flow going, and by keeping the flow going, you have infinite possibility within that. It's always, always available to you, because that is energy. Remember, energy is alive. If it is not constantly moving, it's dead. And so let's keep it alive. As the baskets go around, we're going to sing this Doug LeBeau tune, which is the first song on your sheet, called I Remember Who I Am. So just take a breath and allow yourself to revel in this. I remember who I am. I remember who you are, and who we are is pure spirit. I remember who I am. I remember who you are, and who we are pure spirit. We are love, we are light, we are life. We are joy, we are peace, we are wisdom, and beautiful harmony. We are pure spirit. I remember who I am. I remember who you are, and who we are is pure spirit. And who we are is pure spirit. Helen, if you would do us the honor of performing a blessing over the offering.
Here, take that. Thank you. It is with in deep gratitude that I say we are blessed with so much abundance, so much love, so much ability to give and receive. And so knowing and understanding that this is spirit in action, this giving and receiving, I say thank you for all that we have received here today, knowing that it is used for the highest and best good of this community. It is used in service, in love, to support the expansion, the growth, and the learning that goes on within this community. And so, for this divine currency, which is God, Spirit in action, I give my blessings. I say thank you, and I release it. Let it go. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Helen.
Thank you.
I'm going to invite you all to take a breath. Allow yourself to settle into that deeper understanding. Check in and see what it is that has touched you today. Maybe one thing, it may be many things, but allow yourself to come to that place of recognition. We are each of us here on purpose, with purpose. We are the one, each and every one of us. And so we celebrate this today as a community, in love, in light, as life, allowing the peace, the power, the beauty of our experience to shine through, and doing so in a way that expands us to deeper understanding. We are joy. That's the truth.
I want to sing a love song. The world can sing along. I want to sing a love song. The world can sing along. I love you. I do.
so in this moment, right here, right now, I recognize and know that there is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love is the self-givingness of the infinite through its own expression, and it shows up by means of each and every one of us in all things. We are the pure expression of love. And so I give over to that more and more and more. I know this to be true for each and every one of us, for every person touched by this experience right here and right now. We are love. And I call upon each and every one of us to know more deeply and experience more deeply the truth of this. I trust and know that as we sing our love song, we change the world. Because it is only love that changes the world for the better. And so I give over to that infinite creative power right here and right now. I relax into this with a grateful heart, allowing that gratitude to be fully embodied by me right here and right now, sinking into the heart space. Gratitude for all that has transpired to make this experience possible today. I'm grateful for Linda and Carol, our board members on duty. I'm grateful for Lori setting up. Grateful for Linda as our greeter today, Marg in the bookstore, Dane on sound, Jim on our webcast. Grateful to Mahala for her service to this community and leading our youth. I'm grateful to Judy and her beautiful meditation this morning. I am grateful to Helen and her expression of wisdom that has lifted us all. I am grateful. I'm grateful to Pierre Gautreau, Tanis Burnett, Brian Forwell, the Queen Street Band. I am grateful for their expression of love through music. So I give over to the perfect flow of spirit right here, right now, in the lives of each and every one of us by releasing this word, relaxing into it, letting go, shaking it off, and allowing. I allow. I allow. And I trust in full faith that what shows up is good and it is right. And I trust in this moment the transformation is complete. For I am 100% invested on the side of love. And that is all that matters. I release, I let go, and I know it is so, as together we say, and so it is.
If everybody sang a love song, if everybody sang a love song, what could it do? It would wash away the hate, let in a little faith, and maybe shift a fearful point of view. Oh, I wanna sing a love song. The world can sing along. I love you. I do. It's true.
Just allow that feeling. And so now let's commit to taking this feeling out into the world as we kick it into the street today with put a little love into your heart. Into your heart. In your heart. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Oh, another day goes by and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know we won't let hatred grow, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see, wait and see. Oh, take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide kindness will be your guide, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see.